All right. So this week has been, let's say, it's been one of the best weeks I've had in a long time. Okay. And making this album has been a huge part of it. Album's called Shadows of the Cipher, and it's not what you expect. Okay. It's a lot different than the last couple albums I made, and I will tell you why after we listen to it. All right, I'll talk to you soon.
In the navel's cold silence, I trace the light. Shards of glass holding secrets in their bite. A mark carved deep in colored stone. A hidden truth I must call my own. Footsteps echo in shadows long. A whisper of danger, a warning song. I pocket the glass, pulse quickens with dread. The chase begins, no turning back ahead. It started with a whisper, a flicker in the dark, a spark of knowledge, igniting the mark. Through corridors and arches, I'll find what they hide. The cipher calls, and I cannot deny. Candles tremble, shadows sway. Every reflection seems to betray. I move like a ghost among ancient stone, hunting the secret I must own. A heartbeat sinks to the rhythm of fear. Every doorway watched, danger near. Whispers in glass, secrets in hand. A trail of riddles across the land. The night conspires, but I press on till the first truth is finally drawn. A final flame dies in the cold of the nave. It glistens with rain on the cobblestones. A city of secrets, I walk it alone. Every shadow a hunter, every alley a snare. The shard burns cold in my pocket, a weight I bear. Lamplight flickers across bridges wide. Footsteps behind me, I cannot hide. She emerges from mist, a whisper of silk. Her presence a danger, yet smooth as milk. Shadows on the sand, they chase, they wait. Each heartbeat closer to sealing my fate. The glass in my hand, the map in my mind, a path of riddles only we can find. Through narrow streets we dart and weave, the agents relentless, I scarcely believe. She grabs my arm, a fleeting touch, a warning, a signal, I feel too much. The city twists, corners like traps. Footsteps echo, my pulse collapses. Into Paris, misty veneer. In a dim, safe house, curtains drawn tight, the shard rests on a map, glowing in light. She leans close, tracing paths with fingers white. Every symbol a key, every line a fight. Words unspoken, yet heavy as stone. Her eyes betray fear, secrets unknown. I follow the lines, I see the plot. Every move is peril, every door a shot. The cipher exhales, breathing through time. Every hidden truth, every encoded line. We read in silence, hearts on edge. side, a shadow, a flame. Her loyalty uncertain, yet I call her name. The room is alive, candles flicker and bend, each moment a trap, each corner a friend. The map ignites, revealing the path through darkness, through danger, through underman. The cipher's breath guides us tonight. Every move measured, every step right. Through whispers and shadows, the truth takes form. In silence we plan for the coming storm. The last mark points to where the secret
Through alleys of smoke, the city decays. Footsteps follow, in shadows we sway. The glass in my pocket, a beacon of fire. Every turn, every step pulls me higher. Walls scarred with history, names long erased. We follow the path that time has replaced. Her hand brushes mine, a fleeting spark. In darkness we move, no room for remark. Labyrinth of ashes, lost in the flame. Every shadow a memory, every alley a name. Through ruins and rubble, the cipher persists. Every secret we touch, a deadly twist. Smoke curls upward, whispers collide. Truth hides behind the fire we can't hide. She glances at me, fear in her gaze, a warning unspoken, a labyrinth maze. The map ignites, revealing the trail through fire and ruin. We must prevail. Labyrinth of ashes, the code comes alive. the secret awaits. Night falls heavy, a veil over the town. Footsteps silent, the shadows surround. Messages hidden in notes, coded in ink. Every pause, every breath makes me think. She whispers the cipher, soft against my ear. Every word a promise, every glance a fear. We descend a spiral, twisting below. The city above, unaware of the show. Night hides more than light. Secrets move freely in the absence of sight. Through tunnels and catacombs we chase the truth. Every heartbeat a warning, a fleeting proof. Symbols carved in stone lead us to answers. We are not alone. She touches my arm, urgency clear. The danger increases, the enemy near. We follow the trail where shadows bend. Every corner a threat, every hall a friend. Midnight's veil, the code reveals the path ahead, the danger it seals. Through darkness we move, together aligned. Secrets of the past, we are destined to bear. The veil lifts, the path awaits. We run through stone corridors, tight and cold. Every shadow follows stories untold. She holds my hand, her grip tight. We dodge the agents, slipping into night. Rats scatter, water drips from walls. The air is thick, Every sound calls, I hear my heart beat, sinks to the chase. Every corner a trap, every face a trace. Through the catacombs the enemy nears, every step measured, confronting our fears. The shard glows brighter, the cipher alive, through darkness and stone we fight to survive. She whispers a hint, pointing the way. I trust her instinct, the code we obey. We leap over shadows, spin past the threat. Every breath stolen, no time to forget. The tunnels twist, the path unclear. Every moment counts, danger is near. Through catacombs deep, we race the night, every symbol a guide, every shadow a fight. Together we move, hearts intertwined. The secret awaits, what we are destined to find. The exit looms, the world above calls. A shadow moves across the moonlit wall. Silent footsteps, the enemy calls. She whispers a warning, eyes wide with fear. The assassin is close, his presence near. Through alleyways narrow, over rooftops high, we leap, we slide, under the darkened sky. The shard pulses in my hand, a guiding light. Through danger, through darkness, we survive the night. The assassin's mark, a deadly game. Every move we make, never the same. Through winding streets, the chase is long. We must endure, must remain strong.
strikes from shadows, blades gleaming cold. Every encounter, the story unfolds. She pulls me down, a breath in the night. Together we fight, together we might. The city itself conspires, the walls close in. Every heartbeat a warning, every whisper a sin. The assassin's mark, shadows intertwine. Through danger and fire, our fates combine. We fight, we run, no time to rest. Every step brings us closer to the test. The night retreats, a temporary reprieve. Breathe Beneath the palace, a hidden door, symbols carved in stone, secrets of yore. She pushes it open, a chamber revealed, every corner a story, every wall concealed. Candles flicker, shadows sway. The chamber hums with truths we obey. I trace the carvings, hands trembling slide, each symbol a path through perpetual night. Secrets of the chamber, whispers of the past, every hidden truth designed to last. Through candlelight, the cipher sings, every mark a key, every bell that rings. She turns to me, eyes wide and bright. This room holds answers, wrong or right. The shard pulses, the walls respond. The secret society waits beyond. We decipher the code, letters in flame. Every discovery, another name. Chamber secrets, the path is clear. Through danger and darkness, we persevere. Together we move, hearts aligned. The next revelation, destiny divine.
chamber closes, leaving only the charmed. A dagger glints in the candlelight, poisoned tip, deadly in the night. She warns me softly, her hand on my chest, the secret society test, only the best. Through corridors hidden, we make our way, every step a risk, nothing can stay. The shard guides us, a beacon through dark. Every symbol we pass leaves a mark. The venom dagger waits silent near, every heartbeat a warning, every glance fear. Through twisting halls we move unseen, every motion precise, sharp and keen. He strikes too quickly, a shadowy blade. We dodge, we spin, through darkness we wade. She whispers the cipher, guiding my hand. The dagger retreats, we must understand. The path twists, danger surrounds, every move measured, every sound counts. Venom dagger, secret and cold, through peril and fire, the story unfolds. Together we move, hearts combine, the hidden truth slowly align. The chamber empties, the secret survives. A casino glittering, danger in disguise. Lights reflect truth hidden in lies. She smiles softly, a mask on her face, every glance a hint, every move a trace. Cards shuffle, chips stack high, enemies watching, no time to sigh. The sharp pulses beneath my coat, a secret waiting, a story to know. The feet of shadows, stakes never clear. Every motion a risk, every whisper fear. Through halls of mirrors we move unseen. Every gesture calculated, every glance keen. She leans close, whispers a clue. The path ahead, danger anew. We dodge the eyes that watch our play. The secret society won't fade away. Every table a test, every chandelier a trap. Through smoke and mirrors we map the map of shadows. The game unfolds, every card a secret, every hand holds. We move as one, hearts intertwined. The hidden truth slowly defined. We leave the hall, the stakes behind. In a hidden chamber, the world feels still. Candles flicker, shadows bend to our will. Symbols etched deep, the shard glows bright, guiding us onward through the cold of night. She traces a path, fingers trembling slight, eyes wide with fear, searching for light. Every step measured, every breath held, the society's secret slowly compelled. Midnight love changes surrounding, tension in the air. Through chambers of knowledge, riddles and codes, every discovery opens new doors, new roads. The walls themselves seem alive with intent. Every corner a test, every moment a vent. Midnight revelation, the cipher unfolds. Every secret unveiled, every story told. Through danger and darkness, together we strive. The shard's full power, bringing truth alive. The chamber quiets, the truth revealed. We enter the chamber where the council waits, figures clothed behind heavy gates. The shard pulses, revealing each face, every secret society hiding in place. She whispered instructions, eyes full of fire, every gesture precise, fulfilling desire. I step forward, code in my hand. The council watches, awaiting command. Council of shadows, power concealed, every word spoken, every truth revealed. Through deception and lies, we pierce the veil. The final puzzle slowly unveiled. Symbols align, a path now clear. Every secret society trembling with fear. She leans close, her voice a guide through danger and shadow. We will not hide. Every eye upon us, every breath a test. The shard in my hand
compose. Together we move, hearts intertwine. The final revelation now define. The council silent, their plans undone. At dawn, the city awakens, silent and still. The cipher's power revealed by our skill. She holds my hand, eyes shining bright. The final secret illuminated by light. Through streets now empty, the truth displayed. Every shadow retreats, every mark relayed. The shard glows fully, a beacon in hand. Through the city, through history, we understand.
Secret revealed, no longer fear. Through shadows and whispers, we conquered the night. Together we merge into radiant light.
The love in her gaze, the fire in her soul, the shard's journey complete, making us whole. The enemies vanish, the city reborn, every mystery solved, every secret torn.
Every step, every challenge led to today. The cipher's final code, no more to betray. Dawn of the cipher, the story concludes. Every shadow lifted, every path renewed. Together we move, destiny aligned. The ultimate secret finally defined.
The city basks in light, the journey complete.
So it's like, where did that come from? That was a lot of fun to make, and obviously, that's very different compared to my last couple. Actually, pretty much the majority of my music is regarding modern day events, politics, dating. It's like the rough part of life, okay? Because I want to help people, and in the music I share a message with the hopes that people will listen and live a better life. But that's the goal. In doing so, I put on a lot more stress on my shoulders, focusing a lot on these topics. And I was watching a podcast from another guy, and he mentioned like when was the last time you were actually happy? And that made me think. It's like, seriously, when was the last time I was actually happy? And it's been 20 years of actually living I remember it. I was sitting right before work, having the job that I had at the time. There was a restaurant right next to my job, and I would go grab some breakfast, and it was good food, and I actually, I am happy. I have a good job, good food, and I'm in a really good place in life. Now, it literally went rocketing downhill after that, and a lot of depression and darkness. It was like that was the last day I was happy, and that was 20 years ago. And there are, of course, moments of happiness. Okay, the time that I spend with family, that makes me happy. Especially when I knock on the door, and my parents, or the family dog, we all consider her our dog. I consider her my dog, but it's the family dog, okay? But I walk up to the door, and I could hear her bark because she's looking. That's like a little spot where she hangs out, especially on the days where my brother and sister, we all visit, mom and dad and stuff, and I hear her barking, so I know she saw me. And it's like the moment my dad opens the door, she literally, this 80-pound chocolate Labrador, jumps in air like she is flying, and I have to catch this 80-pound dog, and while she's trying to lick me, and it's like, hey, you're finally home. It's like, I missed you. Let my happiness skyrockets. I mean, guys, people tell you, oh, you need to go see a therapist. No, you need a dog. Guys, if you are depressed, and if you can afford a dog to take care of it, you can afford to pay all the vet bills, and you have a place for it, that is probably one of the best investments in life that you will ever have. Because that dog will love you no matter what you think whether you deserve it or not. Whether you think you deserve the love or not. Okay? My family has been a dog family. We've had dogs ever since I was brought home from the hospital. Okay? I have told, and I consider them all my dogs, but they're the family dog. I have told my dog more things than I've ever talked to my dad, mom, brothers. They have been my therapists, okay? And every single one of the dogs in my life, when they notice that I am in a dark place or I'm not good, they will literally come to me and just either sit on my lap or lay down and put their head on my, it's like, as if they were saying, hey John, I got you. I love you. You don't look so hot. No, I mean, you look sad. I'm here. And you treat and train the dog right, it will love you and see you as their pack member, their alpha, their family. Okay? And going back to my point, there are moments in my life now that make me happy. But overall, it's like I try to be content. I try to be grateful for what God has blessed me with, and I try to be content with what He's given me, and use what He has given me to live my life and go after my goals. Okay? But that doesn't mean I'm happy. That doesn't mean it's like I have to do my part. And this last week, I actually thought about like what makes me happy. What do I enjoy doing? What brings a smile to my face? And I love creating stories. I love telling stories. And I thought, okay, what are my favorite movies? Okay, I like action. I like mystery. I love archaeology and history. I love a little bit of drama, but that drama has a purpose. There is a reason. Like useless drama is like in every movie nowadays. It's like, pick any movie, okay, and the drama. What's the reason for that, other than just to have some drama in the movie? It's useless. It's pathetic, and it brings down the movie. Okay, but a little drama with a purpose, and the movie tells a story. It's not that the drama isn't the whole story, but there's a reason for that drama, and it explains itself. It's like that. Okay, all right. It adds a little spice to the film. And I also relationships. Like, there has to be a hot girl in the movie, okay? That just makes the movie better. And usually she brings the drama. But in this story, it's a husband and wife team, okay? And they work together to complete the mission or the goal, okay? Now, I liked like The Mummy with what's his name? I'm terrible with actors' names. But the guy who plays George of the Jungle and the girl. Anyway, it's like Mummy 1. That's when they meet each other. I think it's number 2. That's the best one. When they're already married and they have the son and they go off on their adventure. I love the teamwork between the husband and the wife. And that, I enjoyed that. A husband, it's like, every relationship has their problems, but they're so in love, and it's like, they're a team, okay? And when I say a team, they're it's like the modern day marriage. They're always fighting. It's always the strong strong woman and the weak man, and I hate that, because that's not what marriage is supposed to be. But marriage isn't supposed to be the man's the slave driver, and he has to crack the whip, and no. I believe marriage, they're a team. The husband and wife are a team. The husband is a team captain, and the wife is the lieutenant. Okay? And they work together to get things done. And they use, like in the story, like I really want to make this a film, or like a series of films. And you can help me by doing that. You can help me do that by subscribing to my Bandcamp, $3 a month. And it's now up to 2,700 songs that you'll have access to. Genres ranging from this. I would identify this as an opera, okay? And I have one other opera, and the rest are EDM, rock, rap, hip-hop, pop, country. It's all in there. I do them all. But anyway, that's just, if you help me out by subscribing $3 a month, the more and more of you actually help me out with that, I can actually make this into a film. Okay? And that would be a lot of fun to make. So let's get back to my point. The husband and wife work as a team. His background is more of the military, Ranger, Delta, but he also loves archaeology. She's more analyst, computers, languages, and she's always had a passion for old languages. Okay? You put the two of them together, each has a love and background in archaeology and history and clandestine work, and you got a story, all right? And I love making these stories, making the music, telling stories like these. I have my first book and then my short story series, and that's a little more, if you can imagine James Bond and Jason Bourne, put them together and give that lead agent a team to work with, you got my series, The Artist, okay? And those short stories are all on Amazon if you're interested. Just go to my Linktree, which is on my the top of the YouTube page. You can go to links or whatever. Anyway, links are on the YouTube page or channel. Anyway, my whole point, okay, is you've got to find something, okay, that will make you happy, that you will love to do, bring back enjoyment in life, and pull you out of your depression, your darkness, the chaos that we call life, okay? Telling these stories helps me do that, okay? It takes me out of my darkness, it takes me out of the chaos of my own life, okay? And the only warning that I would give, okay, you can't focus your whole life on happiness, okay? I get that, okay? We all have jobs, we all have priorities and responsibilities that we need to fulfill, okay? We have family, and I don't want to say that family is depresses you. No, hopefully your family makes you happy. The majority of the time, my family makes me happy. I enjoy my time with them, but I'm blessed with the family that I have. Okay, not everybody has that. I don't have a wife or kids yet, but when I do, I hope that they bring me happiness, and I hope to bring them happiness. Okay, and your happiness should not be your sole priority. Okay, you should try to, or when you come home from work, let's say you have a family already, okay, you might, that PlayStation or Xbox or computer game might be calling your name, okay, and that is where you find your happiness, and that's where you can de-stress and relax a bit. That being said, it shouldn't get in the way of your family, okay? Kiss your wife, hello. Say hello to your kids. Take care of anything that needs to be taken care of regarding your family. And then, hey, you got 30, 45 minutes before dinner, go play your game, okay? Relax, because the majority of men need that decompression time. Okay? I mean, coming home from a stressful day at work and then going back home to even more stress, that is going to lead to divorce. And then you don't want to stress out your wife because she's been with the kids all day and you're playing your game and it just pisses her off. You guys, communication keeps relationships together. Okay? And I don't get why women, I mean, okay, we're all adults, the majority of us. You can you can do your own laundry, you can wash your own dishes, you can vacuum, okay, you can clean your house, and a house, apartment, room, whatever your situation is, okay, you are capable of keeping it clean. It doesn't take a lot of work. I mean, excuse me. I don't get why women complain about their husband and ask them, after they come home from work, they ask the husband to help clean the house. When she's been there all day and the kids have been at school. Okay? You vacuum once a week. You do laundry once a week, depending on how old the kids are and all that. Okay? You dust and clean the bathrooms once a week. Pick a day and you can get the whole house done, but of course, depending on the size of the house, you can get everything done in 2 hours. Okay? How do I know? Because when I was a kid, I could literally, 2-story house, 13, 14, I'm in charge of vacuuming my room and the house, and they would all vacuum their own room. But my chore was to vacuum the whole house and vacuum my room. And I could do that, a 2-story house, whole thing, less than 30, 45 minutes, okay? Then I can clean my bathroom, okay? 15, 20 minutes, all right? Then my own laundry and all that stuff, another 30. So a little over 2 hours, okay? And I'm done with a 2-story house, or my part of the 2-story house, okay? And then I also, at an early age, I was doing dishes, okay? All the kids had their week of doing dishes, okay? So my mom literally had my mom and dad's bedroom, their bathroom, and vacuuming and dusting of their room. okay? And she cooked, okay? That, by the time I was 8, I was doing chores, okay? And I was cleaning up my own room. So I don't get when women say that they need their husband's help to clean when they have kids and they are a stay-at-home wife. Okay? These women are just lazy. Alright? Okay, and for the wives that do work, which I understand these days, most families need a 2-income household, okay? It still takes less than 2 hours to clean the house. Okay? And guess what, ladies? If you have kids and they're 7, 8, you better, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I highly recommend that you put a broom in their hands and get them sweeping. Get them to teach them how to be a good adult at a young age. Okay? By the time they're 8, they should be vacuuming their own room. Okay? They should be helping you with the laundry, especially their own laundry. If they're a if they're a 10-year-old boy, they're mowing the lawn. Okay? They're doing the weed whacking. And they start out by helping Dad with it. Dad teaches them. Okay? And by the time they're 10, they know how to work the mower. They know how to put the oil in the mower, the gas in the mower. They know how to turn it on. They know how to safely use it because Dad has taught them. Okay? And Dad keeps an eye on him and makes sure he knows how to use it appropriately. Okay? It's not like you just hand him a weed whacker and say, all right, I want this all done in 2 hours. No. And when you have kids doing work, it's a great time to start an allowance. Okay? So they work for money, and no, it's not child slavery or anything. You're teaching them how to be an adult. Okay? And guess what? When they start earning an allowance, they learn how to handle money, and they start doing, you teach them about how to budget and all that. Okay? We're drifting away from my primary topic, so let's get back. So anyway, when you come back home, you shouldn't have a stressful home because everything should be taken care of. Okay? You have a good wife, you have good kids, they all have their chores. And the older the kids get and the more kids you have, the less chores you and your wife has. Okay? If you have teenage kids, you and your wife, the only chores you have are in your room. Okay? Vacuuming and the bathroom and dusting. Okay? Cleaning the mirrors and all that. Okay? It shouldn't be like the mom or wife shouldn't have to do the whole thing. And anyway, so happiness, okay? You need to be able to not only find happiness in a hobby, an instrument, some type of creative work, painting, writing. I mean, writing literally took me out from my my darkness. I mean, I'll tell you the story, okay? If you've been listening to my podcast, the previous podcast, you would know that I attempted suicide years ago, okay? And because I had no purpose, I had no reason to live, and everything that I did failed. All the businesses that I started, and it's like my friend died in Iraq. There was like, I was recently, at the time, I recently again medically disqualified from the Army, and I was medically disqualified by the Air Force before that. And it's just like one thing after another. It's like, God, you made a mistake by my friend dying in Iraq. I should have died in Iraq. My friend should be alive. And that's the way I thought. It's like, you made a mistake. I'm going to fix it. Goodbye, world. Pointed my gun to the head, pulled the trigger, and that is when my mom dropped a frying pan when she was trying. Like, I had to move back home. Anyway, long story. The point is, she dropped a frying pan that made me pause as I was pulling the trigger. I mean, it's like she kind of pulled me back to reality and made me think, as the barrel of my gun was pointing to my temple. It's like I released the trigger, made it safe, put it away. But I'm thinking, my pain, if I did go through it, if I deleted myself, I have to be careful because of YouTube, it would cause more pain to my family than my current pain. And the whole reason why I didn't talk to my dad, which I could have, or talk to my mom, was I didn't want my pain to be put on their shoulders. Because when I talk to my mom about, hey, I'm going through a rough time, she takes that pain and puts it on herself. Same thing with my dad, same thing with brother and sister. If I'm in pain, they're in pain. Which I love that about them, because when they're in pain, I'm in pain. It's like when my sister gets a migraine, it's like, no, you're not allowed to get migraines. I'm the only one that gets migraines. Stop it. And we're joking around a bit, and I want her to feel better, because I get migraines, okay? I used to get them a lot worse than I do now, but I know how it feels, and the pain, I don't want that for my sister. And I don't want that on my family, and that's just physical pain. Include emotional and all that. You don't want that. Anyway, that's rabbit trail. Coming back around. What happened after I put my so YouTube really needs to loosen up. After I put everything away, okay, the words "tell the story," "tell the story," "tell the story" kept going around in my mind. And the way God communicates, I don't believe He does it directly anymore. If you read the Bible, He directly spoke to the prophets and to Moses and all that. I don't believe He does that anymore. But He does communicate in different ways, okay? And there's no reason for me to be thinking of tell the story, tell the story, tell the story. So those words were going around in my mind, and I'm like, God, what do you want me to do? Write a book? 8 months later, I'm holding the first paperback version of my book, and my book is regarding my friend who died in Iraq, and I wrote it in a first-person viewpoint, so you, the reader, can actually see through a soldier's eyes and what they went through. And my friend is your team leader, your fire team leader, okay? And you would get introduced to him and see him the way I saw him, okay? And then the worst part of writing the book, I had to write my friend's death. And that was hard. That was very hard to do. Okay. I did a lot of research on the day he died for the book. A lot of research of Ramadi, Iraq, and what was happening on that day. But I couldn't get exact details of his mission. Okay. I just took the reports of the day, what was happening at the time, and made a historical fiction. I did the best I could. And writing that helped me get out of my dark place, okay? And seeing everything come together. I mean, I wrote a book that there was happiness that came out of that, even with all the darkness and pain, and emotional pain. So I kept on writing, okay, and that's when I started my short story series, The Artist. And I writing, telling stories, creating art and all that, because I am also an artist, okay, and creating the art makes me happy. I mean, it brings joy in creating something from nothing. And I'm good at it. All the covers of my artist books, all the art is my art, and that is just cool to be able to write a story and use your own art as the cover of the book or the short story, and that makes me happy. Okay. These things that make me happy do not take away the pain or the stress, but it lets me spend some time to rise above it, okay? And it's not like I'm running away from reality, running away from my responsibilities, or anything like that. No, okay? You can't run away from your You can't run away from your responsibilities. You have to face reality. I'm not saying not to do that, okay? I'm saying you got to find something that makes you happy, brings joy in your life, to help you keep going, all right? Making this album brought a lot of joy this past week. I mean, it was the best week that I've had in a long time, because my last couple albums and podcasts, they've been more serious, okay? This one is serious, but it's regarding something that hopefully will help you even more. I hope the messages from the last couple podcasts and albums, those are all important messages, okay? I think this one is will be more of a benefit to you if you actually take it to heart, okay? Find what makes you happy, okay? Be it a hobby, if you love fishing and you haven't been able to go fishing as much, go fishing, okay? I love, my grandpa used to take my brother and I in his motorhome from California up the West Coast and then into Montana, and we would go fly fishing, and that some of the best memories came with Grandpa and my brother were fishing. Moments of camping and just going out with Grandpa and Dad and my brother, just being men and having fun. All right. I mean, I know nowadays we use GPS, but my grandpa taught me how to use a map. I mean, can you read a map? If someone handed you a map, would you know what to do with it? Do you know how to use a compass? Okay? Grandpa served in World War II, okay? You know, he taught me a lot of the stuff that he learned. All right? Happiness seems to have disappeared from the modern day man. Okay? There's so much pain and there's so much stress in this modern day, in life in general, in the cost of living, in dating and relationships. I mean, no wonder so many men delete themselves. Okay? Again, I have to be careful with YouTube, and I think you know what I mean when I say delete themselves. Like, no wonder they're doing that. I know why they're doing that, because I half a pound of pressure away from self-deletion. I was there. I know why they're doing it, because it's like we've got to, being a Christian and having a relationship with God is not the sole answer. Okay? Having a good family and a family that loves you is not the sole answer. Men, you need to have a purpose. You need to have goals. And you need to have a reason to keep going. And when I lost that, having a relationship with God and even being angry with Him, it's like, and having a really good family, it's not the answer. Okay? All that especially now, after that attempt, I am grateful, even more grateful for, and coming from that, I think I do talk to my dad a lot more. I don't talk to him about my pain, but the little things we talk about. And my dad, he's always made himself available to talk. It's not like he was never available. No, he was always available. I am blessed to have a dad and family that are like that. Okay? Like, I was the one that kept, I put the fake smile on my face. I deserve an Oscar because no one ever saw the pain that was inside me, because I didn't want them to feel my pain. I mean, my dog knew more about me than my own family. And I'm sad to say that, okay? And I still, like, if I was to do everything over again, would I have told my dad or mom about my pain? I don't think so. Even knowing, because I don't want them to feel that. My mom is like a sponge. If I am hurting, she sucks up my pain, and she's hurting. Because she doesn't want to see us in pain, physical or emotional or whatever. So how can I tell you guys you need to talk about your feelings? And I can't say that, okay? Especially, you can't tell your wife or your girlfriend of your pain. If you want that relationship to keep going and her to stay, she can't know that you're having a hard time, that you're having difficulty in life or are hurting, because she'll leave you. And the evidence is out there. I mean, once your woman, your girl, sees you as weak, the love and respect just disappears. And the evidence is out there, okay, and it's sad to say. But guys, you've got to find something to bring you joy, all right? You've got to find your own happiness. I hope you find happiness with your family. I hope your wife and kids bring you joy. But you need something more than that, okay? I hope you find joy and happiness in your relationship with God. If you don't have a relationship with God, read the Bible, okay? Start one. Because it'll definitely, your relationship with God will bring you more peace than anything else. And having gone through what I've gone through, I've been, like, my prayer life has skyrocketed because I can only tell my dog so many things before she starts getting depressed, okay? It's like, I'm not going to preach to you, all right? That's not my job. But you've got to find something to do to make you relax, bring you joy, and bring you happiness. Okay, you've got to. And that's what this album has done for me. And the next podcast is probably going to be something more serious again. All right, I've already planned it out, but just stay tuned. Okay, click the next video. But this was a little longer than I expected. If you're still listening, thank you very much. And you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know what makes you happy. All right. And perhaps some of your comments might be great ideas for people who read them. Okay. Go ahead and, if you have an extra $3 a month, after all your bills are paid for, and you have a lot more, if you have an extra $3, go in. If you're interested, go in and subscribe to my Bandcamp. Help me make this into a film, and let's get started. All right. Links will be below, and I will talk to you in the next one. Thank you for listening.